Our first capsule features an ensemble that performed at our Vibrant classical stage. AN Trio is a traditional Persian music ensemble established in 2018. AN means at the moment, at present in Farsi, representing the word improvisation, a key element of Persian music. The fixed members of AN Trio are Bamdad Fatuhi, Kuyar Babayan, and Nima Safei. AN Trio's musical journey began when three friends decided to come together for their love of Persian music.
Me and Kuhyar are very old friends, like 30 years, with a lot of collaboration back to our home country, with a lot of performances. But when we moved to Canada, so we reunified and then make a decision to continue this collaboration in Canada. And then later, Bamdad, my friend, joined us as a professional percussionist. And so far, we are doing a lot of good performances on a lot of streaming. And yeah, that's a whole journey.
The trio's music reflected the Farsi word "an," which means at the moment or at present. This is something the three of them hold closely while working together.
AN is very, very, very important in poetry and in music, in Persian music. Mean express yourself in the moment. You don't have any plan before and some kind of improvisation. But yeah, it's very important that you express yourself exactly the mood that you have at the moment. It's very, very, very important word in the Sufism and in the poetry and in art in Eastern culture, and especially Iranian culture.
A big aspect of Persian music is improvisation. This is the driving force in the trio's sound.
We have a specific structure in the Persian music that maybe is very hard to find to other type of the music, but we have to key to this structure, and we have to follow some specific structure. That's why any type of the change in the Persian music, if you want to say traditional or classical Persian music, you have to keep to that structure. You have to keep it. Otherwise, this is different things. It's not Persian music, and this is very hard because one of our objective as AN Trio Ensemble music is to create the motivation for the second generation or new generation of the Iranian Canadian guys, or the new generation. There are a lot of tendency in the new generation. There are very a lot of interest, but it's very hard to digest the traditional music. So one of our objective is to reformat or change the style of the Persian music, but not yet compromising on the quality or on the key structure, as I mentioned, and for new generation, you know.
Rooted in expression, the trio's musical process relies heavily on ideation and collaboration.
If somebody has an idea, we just get together and we create a brainstorming session, and everybody can everybody can come with the idea with to improve the idea, the key idea, and then and then we record. We as a draft we record the pieces, the music pieces, and then everybody goes home and listen to the pieces, and then come with other ideas for improvement, and then we go for the final record. So we have a very friendly, very good communication and collaborations to make sure about the quality of the final piece.
Live performance played a big role in the trio's early success. But once the pandemic began, the three of them knew that they had to pivot. if they wanted to keep the music.
That's the nature of the music, especially the Persian music is really need audiences like any type of other music. So, but we try to turn threat to the opportunities, and the COVID situation was very bad for everybody, but uh, the other side of the coin, we had a lot of opportunities to compose a lot of pieces, do a lot of rehearsals, and we have a lot of gathering sessions. So Bamda, he's a professional percussionist. He had a lot of because he's very busy with teaching the students and online classes, everything. Yeah, and but the COVID situation provided opportunity for Banda to work specifically on the tempo, to design the rhythms, and for me, for Kuyar, because me and Kuyar, music are our second job, and the COVID situation, more specifically for me, working from home, provide me the situation to spend more time on the music and the band.
We were talking with Bomb that it was, I think, the last session that we was working together. But not told that what we find was very, very, very important, and it was like a treasure. Maybe Bomb that can continue the talking. It was about the friendship, and we find how we need these sessions together to be together and find each other. I compose a lot of pieces and Nima as well. But after we bring the idea into the group and everybody is saying his view of point, the result would be totally different, totally different,
Exactly.
and but obviously the better is really better, and we accept when Bomta says something uh, about my pieces regarding the rhythm, regarding the groove and something like that. I saw that what is important, and the friendship between us, it's growth, it's growing during these sessions and during the COVID time.
There is a really wonderful time
Exactly.
together. We have a rehearsal and practicing, and a friendly atmosphere.
No, yeah, we had a
Every
very
week have a
friendly atmosphere.
rehearsal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The COVID situation. One of the goodness. If I say goodness, one of the positive point of the COVID situation, as Bondal mentioned, is we find the effect of the friendly relationship and friendly atmosphere at work, and this is really affect the quality of the work. That's very important.
With strengthened professional and personal relationships amongst the group, the trio is excited for what the future has in store.
Currently, we are starting working with negotiation with the music agencies and some producers for live music, for planning for the live music, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully, after Omicron so far, seemingly everything back into normal. Hopefully, so that's why we are starting talking to some music producer and some agencies. Yeah, to for live music, for planning for the live music.
And we want to participate in international festivals.
Exactly. Yeah, participating in international festivals, hopefully, and in Europe, in North America, and yeah, this is we are currently planning on these steps.
And but the other thing I would like to add to the Nima, it's the workshop. The workshop, the holdings for workshop is one of our important part of our purpose in the future. Uh, we were about holding our first workshop in the, I think was that, what was, which university was bombed up? That was canceled?
University of Waterloo.
Waddle, yeah.
Yeah,
Before
University of Water.
COVID-19. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Before COVID
What?
situation.
Yeah,
February 2020. Yeah.
yeah, but unfortunately, it was canceled, and
Yeah.
workshop that the workshop would be a combination of workshop and performance. Before performance, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we will have the interactive with the audience and explain about the Persian music, explain about the characteristic of the Persian music, and then in the second part we will have some performance for them.
And if AN Trio was to put their music in a capsule and someone discovered it 50 years from now, here's how they would want that person to feel.
We talking about the novelty of the work, but that's very hard to say. Still, after 50 years, you can say something is novel. That's very hard. But we pick a couple of features for our work, like the duration of the work, the dynamism, and the energies. Putting a lot of energies in the music pieces is very important. So we expected that somebody in 50 years, when listening to my to our work or to pieces, he had some, even he's not Persian, so is not Persian guys, no, doesn't have idea. He can feel, or she can feel the dynamism and energy in yeah, exactly, in the short amount of time, because one of the properties of our work is just keep the music in at most 5 or 4 minutes. So one of the reasons is that because of the social media, the most of the audiences, they don't want to listen to a long music. We try to make MP3 everything in 4 or 5 minutes. So but at the same time, transferring the same feeling and the same emotion. So that's why we expected that somebody in after 50 years still get the same understanding, the same feeling and emotion from our music pieces.
می‌دارد